Arguably, there is no greater television pioneer than Art Linkletter. Baby boomers like me grew up watching at least one of his daily shows in the 1950s and 1960s. In all, he hosted two of the longest-running shows in American television history. House Party ran on CBS Radio, then television, for 25 years. And People Are Funny ran on NBC Radio, then television, for a mere 19 years. Art Linkletter is a walking encyclopedia of television and an American institution. In 1991, we sat down and talked about his remarkable career that began in 1933.
Between House Party and all of the other work that you did of that era, 5 days a week, a show a day, for 25 years?
52 weeks a year.
This is a lot of television you did.
Yeah, and on Friday nights, People Are Funny on NBC for
Right,
19
right.
years. And since I was not doing anything during part of that time, I did 5 years of Life with Linkletter on ABC at the same time. So I
Couldn't hold a job, could you?
I don't know anybody else who's done a regular show on all three networks year after year at the same time. And during some of those years, the networks were, to say the least, unfriendly to each other and forbade any of their basic stars from even appearing on the other network because they were the competition.
Yeah. How did you get away with that?
I grandfathered it.
Ah,
I was there before all that stuff happened. In fact, I was there when we took the first microphone out on the street in the days of 1933. Never been an audience show, a quiz show, a game show, a stunt show, a talk show in the history of entertainment. And a couple of young guys in Texas had the idea of going out in the street and saying, "Hello, who are you? What do you do? Where are you going? What do you think?"
a man on the street was born.
And I was in San Diego, a young announcer hoping to be a star with practically no chance whatsoever of being a star, because in those days stars had to have the talent that came out of other show business forms, such as singing or musical instrument or comedy or drama. There were no talk shows. And of course, it was all live like this show, which is what I enjoy about this show.
So the first time you went out with the man on, it was truly live. I mean, there was no chance of...
No, there was no taping for years and years and years. Nobody even dreamed of it. I'll tell you a little bit about that later, because finally the guy who insisted that the networks permit us to tape our shows and not be live was Bing Crosby. Until he said, "I will not go on unless I can record," they wouldn't let anybody record. They said, "Nobody will listen. It isn't live. It isn't live." You see how things are? They get set a certain way, and the powers that be, including ourselves, say, "Well, that's the way it's got to be." And then somebody comes along and says, "No, it doesn't," and everything changes.
There is the added unpredictability of live. Isn't it? It's exciting that we have the opportunity to almost come full circle again to be able to do this kind of thing when live really is once again very much live.
That's right. That's right. Of course, when you do the average 5-a-week daytime show today, even taping is done with very little editing, as you know. Right. And of course, since when I started in 1933 and we weren't allowed to use such a dirty, evil, foul word as pregnant, you couldn't say that on the air. Talk about the Puritans.
How far we've come.
Yeah, you know, in those days when they made movies, nobody could be in bed even with their wife without one foot on the floor. And so now, of course, times have changed. I look at some of these daytime soap operas and some of the daytime talk shows. You not only can use the word pregnant, you can show what it is, how it works.
Television has changed, hasn't it?
People have changed, and television generally follows.
Art Linkletter was every kid's friend. Why not? He gave away bicycles.
A kid could be on my show without having to be able to ride a unicycle, play a violin, or juggle. You just have to tell secrets on your mom and dad, and you're a star. And I give you a bicycle.
That's coming up in segment 2 with Art Linkletter. In the meantime, got a favorite Art Linkletter memory? Tell us about it. Post your comments on the RerunIt.com audience page. Look for the link on your screen. If you liked viewing our interview clip with Art Linkletter, watch it again. Some things are worth repeating here on RerunIt.com. And don't forget to check out our interview clips with some of your other favorite stars as well. From Los Angeles, I'm Brad Lemack. Thanks for watching.